Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Housewives' Erika Jayne was right to leave Tom Girardi to rot despite friends' opinions. Erika Jayne has never been one to sugarcoat anything. Whether she's tossing one-liners in full glam or dodging lawsuits in Louboutins, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star has made one thing clear. She's going to do what's best for Erika. And when it came to Tom Girardi, she left him in the dust. Now, some of her so-called friends aren't loving her icy approach. But let's be real, can you really blame her? After years of suffering, I think it's time for Erika to be able to live again. If you thought the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills drama peaked with Pantygate or Dorrit Kemsley smoking a cigarette, think again. Erika's decision to distance herself from the disgraced former attorney has divided fans and friends alike. While some applaud her for cutting ties, others, especially within her own inner circle, are raising their perfectly arched brows. Some close to Tom are allegedly enraged that Erika left him during his time of need. According to radar sources, the second that things started unraveling, Erika ran for cover and left him to rot. She ditched him the moment the money ran dry. Even though Erika has been dismissed due to the judge ruling that the Pretty Mess singer had no actual knowledge of Tom's wrongdoings, she is still being sued. Tom's bankruptcy trustee is still going forward with the lawsuit against her. The trustee is suing Erika for $24 million and is alleging that she used the embezzled money for personal reasons. The insider shared that Tom's friends are looking forward to seeing Erika squirm in the hot seat. One added, "They don't buy her Miss Innocent act and think she ought to face some justice, too. They haven't forgotten how she bailed on Tom the moment it suited her, and they're furious." Now for the million-dollar question. Are Erika and Tom actually divorced? As of 2025, the answer is still no. Despite filing for divorce back in November 2020, just weeks before Tom's legal empire came crashing down, the divorce has not yet been finalized, and the reason? It's complicated. Think less amicable split and more financial and legal hellscape. In 2024, Erika told Entertainment Tonight that being divorced is the least of my concerns. Erika also told Hot Mic podcast in mid-November 2024, "The great thing about Tom when I was married to him was he did want me to succeed. Now, is he egotistical and narcissistic, and obviously went down in flames, and the ending was terrible and heartbreaking? Yes. It's easy to assume that Tom's ongoing conservatorship has slowed down the divorce proceedings, the bankruptcy cases tied to his law firm Girardi Keys, and a mountain of lawsuits. There's also the awkward fact that Erika might still be on the hook for some of Tom's financial mess, depending on how the court sorts it all out. Could it also be that there is no money to fight over, which is both tragic and ironic, coming from someone who once bragged about spending $40,000 a month on glam? But while the diamonds may be leased and the private planes grounded, Erika's determination to legally separate herself from Tom hasn't changed. But here's the thing. Tom isn't just some confused old man. He's the man at the center of one of the biggest legal scandals in recent history. He was accused of stealing millions from plane crash victims, burn victims, and orphans. Erika has always maintained she knew nothing. But whether you believe her or not, the facts about Tom's dealings are damning. So when Erika implies with her attitude that he can rot, she's not just talking about a bitter ex. She's sending a message to a man who allegedly ruined lives. Let's also not forget that while Erika was being dragged through the mud, losing work, facing lawsuits, and getting grilled in every interview, Tom was quietly tucked away in a care facility. The public dragged her name through the tabloids while he conveniently disappeared from view. So yeah, maybe a little bitterness is justified. The lack of a finalized divorce also adds another layer of drama to her RHOBA storyline. Viewers have watched Erika shift from defensive to cold and calculated. She's not just emotionally over it, she's done. And if that means leaving Tom to deteriorate in a facility while she rebuilds her life one hair extension at a time, so be it. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is available to stream on Peacock and Hayu in the UK and Ireland. In the glamorous, guilt-riddled world of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, loyalty is often performative, wealth is weaponized, and morality is filtered through designer sunglasses. Amid the shifting alliances and whispered betrayals, one moment stands taller and colder than the rest. Erika Jayne's decision to walk away from disgraced legal titan Tom Girardi and, in her own fierce words, let him rot. For some, her icy resolve was a sign of moral decay. For others, especially those who see reality television as a pressure cooker for personal truths, it was an awakening. But here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Erika Jayne was absolutely right to leave him. Let's strip away the diamonds and theatrics for a moment. At the heart of this story is a woman who found herself shackled to a man whose empire was built not just on power, but, allegedly, on pain. Tom Girardi, once a revered legal legend, is now a fallen giant, his reputation buried beneath lawsuits, federal investigations, and jaw-dropping claims of stolen settlement money from burn victims, widows, and orphans. And still, despite all that, people wanted Erika to stay loyal, to hold his hand as the empire burned, to show up in court with a demure smile and stand by her man. But for what? Loyalty to corruption is complicity, and Erika Jayne was no fool. The collapse of Camelot. Once upon a time, Erika and Tom looked like something out of a legal fairy tale. She was the glamorous, rule-breaking pop star with an alter ego in latex. He was the respected attorney with a Rolodex full of judges and a mansion to match. But beneath the surface was a slow, sour rot. Allegations that he was siphoning money from settlement victims to prop up a life of grandeur. As that rot surfaced, so did the blame. Naturally, the public wanted a villain. Tom, conveniently diagnosed with Alzheimer's and stashed away from the limelight, was suddenly rendered silent. Erika, with her sharp tongue, high heels, and unapologetic attitude, became the lightning rod. She didn't cry on cue. She didn't crumble. And worst of all, she didn't do what the world expected, defend him. Instead, she walked. And that walk, out of their decades-long marriage and into the firestorm of public outrage, wasn't weakness. It was power, a power that women are so often told they shouldn't claim. Housewives and hypocrisy. Let's talk about the friends, or rather, the ones who wear friendship like a seasonal accessory. On RVJ Erika's co-stars lined up to question her judgment. Some whispered about timing. Why did she leave when the lawsuits hit the fan? Others speculated she knew more than she let on. And maybe she did. Maybe she knew enough to know that her life with Tom was unsustainable. Maybe she realized that the loyalty being demanded of her was a loyalty rooted in lies. Maybe, just maybe, she woke up. But instead of asking how much pain she had to swallow before she chose herself, these women leaned into their own self-righteousness. They critiqued her tone, her lack of performative grief, her refusal to martyr herself at the altar of a man who betrayed not only her, but countless victims. They wanted her to be softer, more sympathetic, less Erika Jayne, but Erika has never been anyone but herself. The Ice Queen cometh, and she was right. Erika's response to Tom's legal, moral, and medical downfall wasn't just cold, it was volcanic under ice. She said he could rot, and the world shuddered. But consider what that really means. She didn't just leave him. She let go of the illusion. She let the world see what women have known for centuries, that being tethered to a powerful man is no guarantee of safety, morality, or love. Her decision wasn't about cruelty. It was about survival, financially, emotionally, legally. Erika was on a sinking ship, and she jumped. And what woman, watching her husband's legacy implode under the weight of stolen justice, wouldn't? Letting someone rot isn't about hate. It's about accountability. It's about no longer cushioning the consequences of a man's actions with your own reputation, sanity, or soul. Power, perception, and the problem with expectations. The public demands contrition from women in scandal, even when they're not the architects of it. Erika refused to perform grief for a man who allegedly funneled money away from the broken and bereaved. She didn't wear sackcloth and ashes. She wore Balenciaga and lip gloss, and for that, she was vilified. But what did people expect? That she would lie next to the ashes of his reputation and mourn a marriage built on illusion? That she'd become some reality TV Camille Cosby, forever standing by a man who betrayed every principle he claimed to fight for? Erika Jayne did what so many women fantasize about but are too afraid to do. She drew a line. She chose herself. She closed the book on a chapter that was killing her, quietly, slowly, and with devastating precision.